Welcome. It's so exciting to see all of your faces here this evening. Good evening. My name is Cassandra Hill, and I'm honored to serve as the Dean of Northern Illinois University College of Law. And it is my absolute pleasure to welcome many of you back to the law school. And I'd like to give a special welcome to those that are back for the first time. Do we have any first-timers who? Many of you have probably been back to the law school a number of times. Well, thank you for being here. So as you can tell, it's been a very exciting day here at the College of Law. Just the energy that you all are bringing to the building has just been phenomenal. Thank you for being here. We just heard a wonderful Riley lecture presented by Judge James Snyder. Thank you again, from the class of 1988. And now, we are here to honor our graduates in the judiciary with the unveiling of our new and improved Judges Wall. We are extremely proud of the 140 alumni who serve or have served as a member of the judiciary. All over the country, NIU Law is considered synonymous with accomplished judges who possess an exemplary level of skill and professionalism inside and outside the courtroom. Thank you, judges, for your service and for your unwavering commitment to diversity, access, and public service. Please know that alumni, students, and your colleagues look to you as mentors and role models, but more importantly, they look to you with great respect and admiration. As members of the judiciary, you will be pleased to know that we have a fairly new Judicial Clerkship Committee, which advises our staff and helps our students to make sure they are prepared to seek and compete for coveted judicial law clerk positions, internships, as well as externships. To assist our students in those positions, especially as interns and externs over the summer, we have an Apple Outreach Scholarship Program. Apple, A-P-P-L-E. Apple stands for Applied Professional Practice Learning Experience. And it was created in 2009. This scholarship provides highly qualified students with the opportunity to serve as voluntarily serve, because we know many of those positions are unpaid, as judicial interns and externs for a federal or state judge. And as you know, this experience is invaluable for our students. It allows our students to learn even more about the judicial system, the role of judges and lawyers within that system, and professionalism. Students receive a scholarship between $1,500 to $2,000. Depending on available funds, we hope to award at least 5 scholarships each summer. So, if you're asking what you can do to help your beloved law school out, let me give you 2 suggestions. Please contact our office. Greg Anderson is around. Greg, where are you? Probably getting ready for the auction. Please contact Greg Anderson if you're looking for a judicial law clerk, if you're looking for an intern, if you're looking for an extern. Our students are prepared to be an asset in your chambers. Secondly, please donate to our Apple Scholarship Fund. We have a QR code up here on this poster, and the link is printed on the back of the program that you've hopefully received. If you don't have a program, I'm going to ask the students right there. Mitchell, if you mind, if you can kind of share it with, because I don't think everyone has one. It is a beautiful program. You cannot leave without having a program. Okay. Make sure everybody has one, because they worked very hard on that program. So, I'm truly honored to introduce our speakers. You will hear reflections from 2 of our alumni judges. First, you will hear from Judge Marcy Buick. DeKalb County Circuit Judge Marcy Buick has served in the 23rd Circuit as a judge for over 11 years and presides over criminal felony trial as well as civil and criminal protective order calls at the DeKalb County Courthouse. She is currently the presiding judge of the DeKalb County Criminal Felony and Misdemeanor Courts. And after Judge Buick, You will hear from Judge Vincent Cornelius. They're both behind me right now. The Honorable Vincent Cornelius is a former president of the Illinois State Bar and the first African American to serve in that role. He is a current judge in the Circuit Court of Will County, and he is also a former chair of our Board of Visitors. Judge Buick.
Well, good evening, everybody. I am a 1990 graduate of this law school, and so amazingly, it has been nearly 33 years since I was last called upon to speak to a large group of people in beautiful Swin Parson Hall. Time flies, doesn't it? Well, today I can report that I am happy to be called upon and happy to talk to all of you. Now, after Melody asked me to share a few thoughts regarding my experience at NIU Law and its impact upon my judicial career, the first word that came to my mind was humbling. Law school, practicing law, and sitting as a judge are all humbling experiences. And I've come to realize that remaining humble in my role allows me to see the good in my legal career. That is, I find great joy and purpose in simply providing a valuable service to people who need me. Now, before today, I took a look at the NIU Law website, and I was very happy to see that the theme of public service is still at the forefront of our school's mission. And there is a meaningful quote that I found by Professor Falkoff. The practice of law is truly a calling, and I've found that using your legal skills to benefit society makes it all worthwhile. The professor is correct. I believe the truth to a rewarding career in the law is in that quote. We all need to remain humbled to that thought. It is not about us. It is about serving the public that needs our legal expertise. And on that note, I was also very happy and proud to read that NIU Law participated recently in the Illinois Supreme Court Commission on Access to Justice Summit for Law School Leaders. In addition to reaching out to law students as they move towards the practice of law, the Illinois Supreme Court, led by Chief Justice Mary Jane Tice, is proactive in focusing all Illinois lawyers and judges on the need to ensure that the people we serve can have meaningful access to our courts and thereby to justice. In that effort, I believe that Illinois has recognized the need to be humble in how we in the courts serve the members of the public. We judges see many self-represented litigants in our courtrooms. We do what we can to make sure they present their case, that they feel heard. And again, it is humbling to see citizens in need looking to the judge to solve their issues. We take that responsibility seriously and gladly provide that service to the public. And so I am very proud to return today as a representative of the Illinois College of Law graduates who have served in the judiciary. And we are very grateful that the law school is recognizing us with what I'm sure will be a lovely display behind those curtains. And as NIU honors us, so we honor NIU with our service to the bench, service to the law, and service to the people of our communities. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure and my honor to address you for just a few moments. In fact, if you were expecting a long speech, you will be disappointed. That said, I am so grateful to be a part of this celebration. Behind those curtains are pictures of some 140 judges. And behind each of those pictures are such incredible life stories. So many first-generation lawyers, first-time judges, so many people whose paths took them in so many different directions. But I suspect that we all share this one single common denominator, this one single thread, and that is that in us someplace was a heart to serve, a heart to make our part of the world a little bit better of a place. I suspect that among all of those who serve in the judiciary, there were opportunities that would have been and could have been more lucrative, but probably much less fulfilling, probably much less of an opportunity to do good in the world and to leave the courthouse a better place than it is. I often said when I was running for the office of judge that people who walk up the courthouse steps should walk up the courthouse steps with confidence that justice will be served, that they will be made whole, that things will be made right, and that they should be able to leave the courthouse, even if they were unsuccessful, feeling that they have been treated well and that they have been treated right and that they have been treated fairly, and justice was done as well as it could have been under that circumstance. And so I want to say to all of you here who serve in the judiciary and have served in the judiciary, congratulations for that good work. Congratulations on this honor that is bestowed upon us today. Many of us have walked past this window many times before we ever imagined that our photographs would be behind those glasses, and we would stand and gaze and look and admire and see our classmates and see our friends. But we are here today. I just heard the Francis Riley lecture given by Judge Snyder, and as I sat there in the courtroom, I saw the picture of Francis X. Riley. And Francis Riley was actually my mock trial coach. He had returned to coach the mock trial team along with two judges from DuPage County, Bonnie Wheaton and Jack Dara. Bonnie Wheaton was an alum also of the NIU, is an alum, I should say, of the NIU College of Law. And so my connection, and it was how I ended up with my first job as an assistant state's attorney in DuPage County. So even then, the law alum judges had a tremendous impact on my life. And I think in this room are also not just past and present judges, but future judges. Our students who would aspire to wear the robe and to do well and to do justice. And so I'll leave with a comment that touched me this morning. I am a person who loves scripture and spends some time reading them every day. And this morning I read the scripture in the book of Esther about Queen Esther when she was in a position where her life was in peril if she did the right thing. She would die by addressing the king without being called to address the king. And so she went into prayer and fasting, and she found her courage to go in and address the king. But her father said something tremendous to her. Her father said, "How do you know that you have not been placed in the kingdom for a time such as this?" And I'm glad, and I think many of you are, that the NIU College of Law was placed here in this place on the NIU campus in Swin Parson Hall so that it would and could educate lawyers and judges for a time such as this. And we are honored to be able to make our contribution to the legal profession, and I dare say even the world, at a time such as this. Thank you and congratulations, and we look forward to unveiling the wall.
Many thanks to Judge Buick and to Judge Cornelius for your remarks and your very thoughtful reflections. And also thank you for all of your support, your invaluable support each and every year. I also want to take this time to say thank you, huge heartfelt hug to Melody Mitchell and to putting this together. I'm looking for your team, Melody, to Christy Cunningham-Watson, to our student GAs, Felix and Rob, and really everyone, all of our staff. This was truly a NIU Law community effort to get this done, and it's gonna be amazing. Now, before we do the unveil, just a few more minutes more, I'd like to quickly share some exciting news and recent developments with you all because you may not make it back to Swin Parson that often. In the fall of 2022, we launched our new Business Law Innovation Clinic under the direction of clinical professor Larry Stein from the class of 1993. I know Larry's in here somewhere. Okay, there he is over there. The clinic offers high quality transactional legal assistance to primarily underrepresented entrepreneurs, women, minority, veteran-owned small businesses, small business owners, as well as not-for-profit business organizations. I mention this as well as the second thing I'm going to mention because we have a newly remodeled clinic space upstairs on the 3rd floor. We have some of our student ambassadors around who are going to be giving you tours if you're interested in seeing these new spaces. The second space that they're going to share with you is the new student organization and SBA space on the 1st floor. They are no longer on the 3rd floor. We got them a magnificent space on the 1st floor. It used to be the HR space. So it's ready-made with suites, individual offices, and as some people say, better furniture than anybody else has in the building. But I believe they deserve it. Our students deserve that and much more. So again, we're gonna have tours for you. So if you're interested, the students will be around to show you these spaces while you're here with us in Swin Parson. And of course, we invite you to stay for dinner and drinks. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna bid big at the Pills auction. We have a lot of great baskets, gift baskets, and other items. All the proceeds go to benefit students who'll be working over the summer in public interest positions. Okay, so now, the moment that we've been waiting for, I'm gonna ask Judge Buick and Judge Cornelius to go stand by that wall, and I and Judge Snyder will stand by this wall, and we are going to, from there, take direction from Melody. Melody maybe. Counting backwards, starting at 3, 2, 1, pull. It's wonderful. I mean, this is